Okay, so today we're going to look at how you go from an outline with facts to an actual body paragraph of your essay. The great news is you are the majority of the way there. And so on this left-hand side, I have for you what your outline would look like. So your subtopic was in blue, your facts are in green, and your works cited or your in-text citation is in orange. And so yours would look the exact same way. This is just on a different topic. And so if you look at this, you can see here that I have the blue topic sentence, and then I have some text in black, and then I have my green fact with my in-text citation, and we kind of follow that pattern. And so we're going to break down kind of the different parts of this paragraph and how we got there. So first, if you look in this yellow section, I took this topic of kinesthetic learners and I wrote that out as a complete topic sentence, right? Or I didn't write this out. It was written out as a complete topic sentence. Students who prefer a more hands-on, interactive approach to learning are considered kinesthetic learners. So I took the topic and it's written out now in a complete topic sentence. So that's the first part of our body paragraph. Then, now this part is important. Your facts are going to go in the paragraph, but they aren't necessarily going to go in the exact order. They might, but you can see here, fact C was actually included second, and fact B was included third. Fact A was in fact included first. And so if you look, this section becomes this section. The section goes down here, the section went here. That's just based off of kind of the flow of the paragraph and what seems to make sense. It doesn't have anything to do with what source it originally came from or in what order you took the notes. It's just based on now, if we're thinking about a paragraph in our essay, what makes the most sense. However, so we've kind of tracked where the blue part came from, the green and the orange, we've got that, but we still have these kind of little black chunks that come before our facts. And those are called signal phrases. There would be lots of different words for these: introductory phrases, transition phrases, but I like to call these signal phrases. A lot of times they're going to tell you maybe who wrote the source or where that information came from. But basically, instead of just dropping in the fact, you are going to write some type of signal phrase, some type of transition that lets us know what we're going to be reading. So this part, it's a definition of kinesthetic learning. So instead of just dropping in this green part, a learning style that requires a student to touch, to manipulate or touch material to learn, then I add in this signal phrase. Formally, a kinesthetic learner can be defined as, and then I have my quoted part. And then again, I have a transition phrase here. Furthermore, it is apparent to educators that this style of learner cannot learn as well by simply listening to a lecture or watching a demonstration. Instead, and then we have the part from the fact, the student prefers to be actively engaged, etc. So these black sections here, the part that comes before each fact, is really important. That part is from your head. So the colored parts are from your outline. The black sections are the parts that are from your brain that you are writing as you're going through your paper. And then you might be noticing there's one last little chunk of black text down here at the bottom. And that's going to be, again, your own writing where you're explaining the facts and concluding that paragraph. So we're not going to just repeat the information, but you are going to explain in your own words what facts you've presented in that paragraph and kind of conclude that paragraph so you're ready to move on to the next topic. So you should have a couple of sentences of explanation and conclusion in every paragraph. And if we look back, then we can see that this is probably a little chunkier, a little bit more developed than like a typical essay paragraph, because we've researched so much information And we've included our own information in this paragraph, but you can see all the different sections. Our subtopic becomes our topic sentence, and then we have the signal phrases that introduce the facts, our in-text citations, and then several sentences of explanation and conclusion at the end.